Good morning. Welcome to Old Vine Zen, and I am Jan. And Ollie is being a dog. He is growling at something out there. And so I've been wrestling with him. Anyway, there you go. So if you hear this really low growl, that's Ollie. So I hope you're doing well. I hope your weekend's going well. I wanted to talk to you for a few moments about those periods in your life when you feel lonely. And we all have them. And sometimes that period could be a day, a week, a month, months. And you go through those times when you just feel disconnected. You look outside and everything looks the same and people look the same. But inside, you're different. You're feeling different. Inside, things are changing. Things are moving. And you just don't have that connection. And maybe you don't have people cheering for you. You don't feel that. Or you feel that people really don't get the battle or the battles that you're going through. And so you just feel on your own. And this is an important time. This is a step up. It may not feel like it, but you are left with yourself. There's no one else. You are having to meet yourself. And when this happens, you begin to look around. You recognize, I don't want that in my life anymore. I don't want that person in my life anymore. I don't want to do those things anymore that I never really liked to do anyway. And I'm not going to do them anymore. This is a period of meeting yourself. So loneliness is not there for you to punish you. It's there to deepen you, that feeling. It's you, baby. It's you. It's you that you're getting to know. Not the things that people have told you you should do or like. Something came to mind early this morning. It's just a little thing. But I've always, and not always, but during my life, in my 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, I've gone to fancy places, fancy restaurants, just because of social obligations or whatever, business. I hate it. I've always hated it. I've always felt really tight and like I have to put on this, this facade. And now I don't go there. And if somebody invites me, I don't go. It's not me. I'm funky. I like going to funky places where, you wear jeans or shorts or whatever. That's me. So during those periods when you feel by yourself, it's the beginning of growth, and take those times. Look for the benefit of it and start discarding things and adding things and getting to know who you are. Become your own source of power. Because when you get down to it, people aren't going to know exactly how you're going through things. It's just going to be you. You know what a battle it is. And be compassionate to yourself and find that powering and dump those things you don't need and bring something else on. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. So don't look at those periods of loneliness as just being uncomfortable. Sometimes growth is uncomfortable, you know. And it's not all roses and lollipops. It's going to be uncomfortable. But you can do it. You can do it. I went through, when I got divorced, I had been married my whole adult life. And I took 3 years of loneliness, 3 years. And boy, I came out of it, knowing myself a lot better. I'm not saying I know myself totally, but a lot better than I ever did in my whole life, you know. So let's sit and meditate on that for a minute. Again, if you hear Ollie, he's just meditating with us in his own way. So lower your head, get comfortable, relax your hands, relax your feet. Take a deep breath. Settle in for a moment. Soften your stomach. Lower your shoulders. Stretch your toes. Take another deep breath. Let it go. Let's move into our period of meditation on loneliness, the beauty and growth it can bring to us. Another deep breath. Relax. There's always a space between you and me, and it's wide enough for our breath, and it's soft enough for love and understanding and growth. As we sit in that space between you and me, we get to know ourselves. We get to know our needs. We begin to understand some of the chains that have held us back. We walk beside each other, but we don't disappear into another person. And so my kindness has edges to it, not to harm, but to define myself between you and me. There's differences. I'm me, and you are you. And we won't always agree. We won't always like the same thing. There's that edge. It's that edge where I end and where you begin. It's meant to be that little space between you and me. And here in that space, we meet as equals, each holding our own sky. Breathing in and breathing out. There's peace in that boundary. So let us chant these 4 lines. I am calm within the storm. I am calm within the storm. I am kind, yet strong in form. I am kind, yet strong in form. Love flows freely, clear and bright. Love flows freely, clear and bright, bound by peace, I hold the light. Bound by peace, I hold the light. Breathing in and breathing out. Here in this space, we meet as equals. Each of us holding our own sky. Breathing in and breathing out. We sit in our loneliness, in our own space, meeting ourselves. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, as we begin to close our meditation for this morning, before we reopen our eyes, we feel connected to ourselves. We want to get to know ourselves every day, what we need, what we hope for, what we want to do with the rest of our lives. Just you. Breathing in and breathing out. And now, as we close and we reopen our eyes, or you can keep them closed if you'd like to. You know, loneliness, it comes and it goes, and there are moments that you don't feel lonely, and then there are moments that you do, and it's all part of life. But I think we can take advantage of those lonely times and really learn something. But you can't run from it, you know. You can't hide from it. You want to get to know yourself today. Today you're different than yesterday. In little incremental ways, you're different and you're changing. So embrace that. Be kind to people. Communicate. Communicate, it's good. I'll have to tell you about this psych class I took years ago, and this professor, I loved him, and he talked about communicating. I will say one thing. In our world today, texting is not a communicating. Texting is impossible. It's hard. I mean, if you really want to communicate, it's hard to really get your thought across. So I would say talk. I would say write. Write a letter. Write an email. Wow, an email. That would be better. But texting, impossible. So anyway, take care of yourself. Maybe I should give my email out, but then it would be out there. I don't know if that's a good idea. I love to read, so I don't know. If anybody has suggestions about that, I don't know. Okay, so take care of yourself. Have a good rest of the weekend or whatever day it is for you that you're watching this. Thank you for tuning in. And write if you'd like a few little letters, a few little words. You know, you don't have to communicate a big thought. So take care.